sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison.
I'm remembering the controls. Oh, I didn't say today. I didn't say I'd finish it in one day. What? No, they blow up. Alright.
Okay, but like,
Oh. Didn't see those guys. Can't afford any of this. Okay. Kill enemies, maintenance, executive, containment. Sure. Okay. What? Oh, whoops. That fix it? Yep, we're good. Some weird visual effect going on in here. Medical wing. 6. Oh! Good, good, good. Holy shit, Matt. I don't know if you can hear me, but I agree. Reading that pirate talk is the bane of my existence in that game. I don't retain what I'm reading at all. Fuck. Oh, oops. Okay. What the fuck is that?
Ew. Are they no, seriously. Oh, I know. Ew, they're all pussy mold. Oh no. Oh, you picked them. Jesus God.
Oh. Containment sucks. Woo, woo. No, containment's this area. Whoop. I got hit by like a rocket, I think. Another one back there? No. Hear him out there. Maybe. Somewhere. There we go. Something. Open. you dead? Stop being dead. Oh, something to read. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous blank and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tanrilio. There are no signatures left by its marker. Oops. Physical content renders subject dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect may seem to grow worse, prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in blank handlers. What number? 6. You guys need to calm down up there.
Hey.
Can't wait to free my brother.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached.
Uh-oh.
Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Is he the Hiss? Alright. Dylon! What's going on in there? It's like a party. Room's busted. Huh. This one's okay. No key, though. Here we go. It's Dylan's room, I don't know. Wait, Matt, you don't have sound? Definitely broadcasting sound. Let me see. What the hell? That's weird. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Definitely have sound. Yeah, okay. Definitely have sound. Yeah, I checked my own stream. Matt was in chat and said he doesn't have sound. Oh boy, oh boy.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items,
don't have time for
objects
this.
of power, and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
I want
Dylan's
it.
in there.
Give me that
Open
TV.
the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Yeah.
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Maintenance staff will repair any damaged systems once normal operations have resumed.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
I don't think so.
I want to find the files for... Where are the fucking files?
Oh. Okay,
Something
I guess I'm
went
on
wrong
floor.
with the Bureau's plan to
Or
make Dylan
what?
a nice director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
But yeah, that website was super sketchy.
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shifter blades have never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Interesting. I don't know. I think I just threw my ally at him. Oops.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Ooh. This TV's pretty strong. TV, please. Neat. What in the... There we go. Jesus, I couldn't turn left or right for a second there. Area does not exist.
I'm like really mad at myself. Like,
Hell. What the fuck? He hit me with 2 explosives real quick. Where was it? Here? Oh. What was that way?
I was told like
I don't think I can catch this guy's shit and throw it back at him. What was that? Oh, it's so close to just one-shotting me. Didn't even see that one. Ow. Fuck. God, my throwy power runs out so fast. Jesus. Got him.
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. He's tamed in.
It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. What?
Stand a chance against this.
Oops.
No one here does. Okay, the TV. Another object of power going nuts. Here we go.
Oh, I can fly? Neat.
Hours. I think she's
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Can I? What? Well, that was weird. Do I still have it? I do. Good. Fifth floor? Okay. Looks like something, maybe. Yeah. There was an invisible wall, it's not my fault.
It's the slug bomb! I took care of that shit. Oh no.
Just get well soon.
The fools do.
water cooler. Very shiny. There's Gordon Freeman's crowbar. Dead guy.
So close.
No, there isn't. Where's my brother? What am I sucking at the moment? Weird. Hello?
Hello. Can you
Hi.
hear me?
Pope!
Jesse,
Oh, Emily Pope, that's right. Yes?
are you there? Jesse.
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back.
I don't trust him!
I have to see my brother.
Breakfast is brought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed, asks for television to be turned on, staff do so, lunch is brought, breakfast removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self, recording speech is not possible due to noise from television, becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass, sedated, crew cleans cell, television's turned off, comes to, asks for television to be turned on, staff refuses, sleeps, question mark, television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. I'm not sure. Right. What's the point of this? Really nothing to do here? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Faden.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
My sister. When I was little, I mean, back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should we? Ask her that she could come too, to the Bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me.
But she couldn't
always
fucking
wanted to
find
be
it?
Out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. Because she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here. You know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
I mean, he is, but it's
Security 6. Ugh.
Yeah, Asia. This place is. Yeah, it must be.
Can I go in there? There's nothing over here. Red boys. Oh, I've been here too. Where is... Huh? I don't know. Where is that? Yeah, she got away. What the fuck? Where the fuck is the direction over here? No? Yo. Just a whole building over, or a path over here somewhere that I can't find. That? No, it's not that way. It's there. Christmas tree.
Oh.
It's the globe.
It's the globe.
Ah, this is it. Whatever this is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fridge guy.
What the fuck? Thank you. 6. It's all 6. I got 2 of them. 1 of them. I think that's all the killable enemies in here. See if I can find anything to actually get. I don't know. This must be the lost mail room or whatever. Sure?
Oh wait, no, did there?
No. No, they've just talked to people who have seen it, just same. In this proposal, I'd like to explore the matter of containment policy. When the altered enters the oldest house, we thoroughly investigate any possible combination of actions or words or material that prevent the item from applying its altered effect. However, I work with these entities every day and have a good reason to believe a less convoluted form of containment is possible. The items create blank. If we initiated a series of blank praising the items, we could perhaps incorporating their or perhaps incorporating their images into pieces of blank that could be visited throughout the bureau. I believe the altered items would behave without any resort to blank or blank, which only lead to the items feeling mistreated. If we treat them like criminals, we can't be surprised when they try to escape.
Stepping to the FBC, slash to slash to riva, don't dash, and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
TV! Let's watch Junkies in Space!
It's not safe.
But Star Captain Eagle! Can I poke it with a stick?
Okay. Bureau rule number 74. Always be suspicious of things that weren't there before.
What?
Looks safe to me.
Junkies in Space!
Wait! It's not even plugged in!
Okay. Good episode. I think that was an optional timed mission. Anything else to pick up? No. More enemies. Nothing. Not a lot going on in the archives. Can't open that one. It's under me, I think. Woo! Just leave. I don't really need to be here. This box is suspicious. Just sitting here. Can't fool me. There's a lot of them. Jesus. Lots of goods. Oh, come on, why didn't that open? I can't leave a box behind. Oh, my ass. No way that asshole's catching me. Unless you hooked me right away, it began with visceral dismemberment scenes. This is a great unsettling vibe created by the unexplained creature they named The Fix. As an avid horror fan, I loved how the story veered from the genre conventions into something a little more, for lack of a better word, weird. Everything felt familiar, but just a little off. The characters even comment on it, saying how their lives felt out of control, as if they were just programmed to perform the same empty actions over and over again. Very meta. I love the way they left the ending wide open. What happened to the guy who ordered to watch those monitors for the rest of his life? Did Fix get him? Is he dead? Did he end up in parallel realities with the others? We don't know, and that's okay. All in all, an interesting read. I give it a solid 4 out of 5, points deducted for some clunky dialogue and unbelievable choices the characters made. I mean, who the hell follow orders from their boss in the middle of such a horrible slaughterfest? But I guess I shouldn't demand too much realism from the work of fiction. It's a side quest thing. How the fuck do I get to my quests? There we go. I don't know. What do I even do with it? Never came in.
Eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Yeah, he is.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't. They can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Hey, that's what I wanted, but I can't get it quite yet. I don't want to do things specific to sectors. I already did. Wow, okay, that was fast travel.
I guess look.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard Bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah,
Sounded kinda like a threat.
drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better health care. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Oh, the other way.
Hello? Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Nope, I couldn't until something happened.
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. What the fuck?
Jesus. Ow. Ah! Swung a lot faster that time.
Philip?
Nobody cares about Philip.
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. What the fuck?
Alright. Grab them! Jesus Christ! Look, no, just rip apart these pillars over here. I guess we're not doing the shooting part anymore. God damn. Hey.
Wait. There's no Black Pyramid here. The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Told Salvador it was dangerous, but no. How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Ugh. We just here?
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalization, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences in the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss is referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it? Be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Possibility that the Hiss is now stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age. There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by more violent Hiss entities have been observed. What is the purpose of the repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refrigerator procedures. An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The doors decorated with crayon illustrations by blank. The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in apartment blank rented by a man named Blank. It became the subject of a local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. Blank, who was out of the building at the time of the collapse, Blank PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974 when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. New altered effect have been observed. See A110F for details. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns of Hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communications between the Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate Ground Zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss residents advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? An outside world, a cross-dimensional destination? I think I got one of these without knowing what it was. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Martin. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the Hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the Hiss to get them. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay Hiss.
What's the deal with Blackrock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on Blackrock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine Blackrock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Maybe.
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
That's interesting.
Hold on. Oh! Oh! Oh!
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, an inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you hear me?
Oh,
come on,
Was his hair loss natural?
I'm here. I found you.
You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
You know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to be
stop
true.
that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only true. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes with white pearls, the yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverse. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've...
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes with white pearls, the yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right.
My legs!
Freak mutation we locked up. It looks so much from his physiology.
Tainment.
Best of luck.
What's this?
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making
Rip.
a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
What's that chair doing? Okay. Whoops. E. Attainment, research, attainment, executive, maintenance, meh. Way to go this way more. Can I go in this one? Did not. I gotta go somewhere here. Hey, here we go. Get out of the way. What the fuck are you? Jerk. Oh. Mirror. Prime candidate program.
Define new prime candidates. Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and
P7? What about PP? What? I wish there were better, like, longer ranged alterations. Why? Oh.
Whoa! Cool.
Think so, yeah. Guys, I'm looking everywhere. Oh boy, my favorite.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains.
Why is his bangs a baby head?
Brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
The fuck? It is a big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
That was nice. I don't know. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake Wa resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an awe in reality which is altered to match that of the story, which only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigation, was alerted September 13th, 2010 by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker, C. Blank, that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls, Washington, referred to events investigated in 1970, 1976, 1978. Breaker received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. The Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to 1970 Blank, Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson, Thor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to blank instigator. Eyewitness reports highlighted an old light switch, possible object of power, that blank missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claimed he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in search. Yeah. Mirror. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability soon after relocating to Illinois with their family in 1914. An item only appears on record again in 2006, and the Bureau investigated sudden rise in disappearances in Blank, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people in town were never recovered. August 18th, 1915, we certified that the case of Miss Blank is never shown to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Vexation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. However, as a fit subject for lunatic asylum will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But Wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
Ordinary. There's so much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, for me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes.
How do you even scribble over papers like that?
We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Yeah, it was pretty pointless. Subject was alone during this outburst. DF, Dylan Faden. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you get me the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me here. I don't care anymore. I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I'll dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I won't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated. Agent killed during blank involving blank, codename P6, blunt force injuries, back of the head / neck, extensive trauma in abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fractured and spinal cord between L1 and L2 vertebrae, avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs left and right, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasions, laceration, contusions of the extremities, dislocation left and right elbow, dislocation left and right knee. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when blank was contorted through his blank.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter.
I am P7. No, the place where they're looking at me. Hey, there's an outfit. I can't put it on right now. Jesse Faden. Eastward movement. Cause for concern. Depart Cheyenne, Wyoming. Arrive Sydney. NE. Depart Sydney. Arrives Des Moines. Departs. Arrives in Chicago. Departs. Arrives in South Bend. Departs. Arrives in Cleveland. Departs. Arrives in Bloomsburg. Departs. Arrives in New York City, New York. They were tracking her, though, for a while.
I felt paranoid. I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well.
We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
I think she was covering it. Alright, so what about that twisty hallway? Actually go anywhere this way. A little bit. But Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of blank memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, Dr. Emil Harmon, referred to the Creator's Dilemma in the file re the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program for more details. 2011, the book by Clay Stewart, titled The Alan Wake Files, was published in a Roundabout Press, New York, Olympia. Agents interviews Clay Stewart's suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. Monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. Dark. That's it for here. Head on forward.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
is there like distortion there? Maybe it was a body despawning. Dead dog? When your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like straight up deceased dog. You had a collar on and everything. Had been running in the box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled, so don't go whining to me. I wish I got watch parade of human teeth. Weird. Tough windows. Shipping manifest. Hollowed spheres, stone-like material. Vitrified soil, blank pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcass, possibly canine, rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials go to the investigation sector for further analysis. Okay. Having a dance in here.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
Yeah, but they let me, it seems like. I mean, they literally followed me and knew where I was. Maybe they didn't need her. They just wanted to observe. What?
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
Where the fuck were the outfits again? Oh, you can definitely switch between them. Yeah, maybe you can only change it at the the one place where Pope is. Oh, that's not the main menu. Ah. Fuck shot me. God damn it. These enemies have a fucking ton of health at this point. I don't think so. I just think the guns are really bad. Seems like it. The only things that really do damage are the fucking, like, throwing shit. That's when they started shooting at me. Yeah, they are.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby. There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
No.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
I'm going to it. Guess you just had to inspect an inbound delivery of 100 teensy tiny little boxes. That's me, that's who. And you know what's inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. That's a huge amount of headshot damage. I think that's actually the one I use. Is ammo cost while levitating. Eh. This room is fucking small. Yeah, you guys thought it was the goose. It's just an enemy. Yeah. I thought we did, yeah. Yep, it's this one. Yep. What? Physics. Stop. Physics. No, this is a bug. It's the light fixture. I'm not sure what's happening to it. I'm just gonna walk away. I'll just go around right over there. Wait, is this the way it came in? No.
Hey.
There it is. No monsters this time? For you. Is that one of that one guy's friends? That's it. Airplane in question went brought to a private airfield located in town of Blank, Cincinnati. Suspected to be connected to the Blank AWE. See case file Blank for details. It has been evaluated in altered status. And is currently being stored in the transit corridor and containment sector brought to the New York subway tunnel special access Blank for more information on the tunnel Blank and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks in Blank. See file 412-4521. Plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank and initial readings have been taken by research team and no altered status has yet been detected. Oh. Oh. He's good. Your recovery speed, that's kind of a lot. Oh, I had 3 slots? Huh. Whoops. Okay. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. DF interviewed 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played there a lot. It was Secret Playhouse. JF therapy session 2010. Went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Likely Neil Hosenberg. Missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom. Likely Tom Barlow. Missing. And his gang. Freddy. Note. Likely Frederick Bartwell. Missing. Hugo. Note. No one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. DF interviewed 2002. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation house. Oh.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now, I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back. To America Overnight, celebrating 29 years.
An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object in power. Slide projector ID OOP15 discovered by local children to dump outside town. When a specific set of slides are used in a projector, the projector images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearances of the town adult population. August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials. Jesse Faden, 11 years old, P7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found the discarded slide projector. OOP15 case file were Darling presentations, blank for details. Team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived on the site on September 14th. AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and the slides. Each had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped. The agents attempted to detain the pair. Total 17 surviving individuals were found in town. All of them were brought for good questioning and tests. Interviews blank and Prime Candidate programs files blank.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces in transit on our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but We are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. There's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
These film rolls are attached. They're sticky. Those are the porn. Yeah, I just remembered it. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More kids from the town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. Then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy. Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. DF, interview 2002. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. JF, therapy sessions, 2010. Jesse said we could call her Polaris because she was doing stars at school. Additional slide, designated hand, SID 36 verified in Bureau possession. Confirmed the existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil. The hell? First side was in a room with dirty... Wait, nope, saw that one. Second side we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. I had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams everything was melting, and then we'd come out. Everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been there more and more on his own. When Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector, he and his goons took it. I thought Neil had gone lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. I confirmed the existence and additional slide designation meadow. Behind door number 1.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Fun. This is not quarter scale, this is like 10th at least. This might be one of them, yeah. What the hell is he hitting me with? Jesus.
Magic.
It's frozen as fuck. You have to get it out of the pot first, though.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carnival. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. So tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
After what happened at school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw they took the projector, DF interview 2002. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They've been using the Temple Slide. We called it that we called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or bomb shelter or something. Very dark. Not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Confirmed existence of additional site designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation not mother. That thing is called the former. Seemed like it's different. How did I get in here? Oh, okay. I just missed those before. I see. I think I died then, I guess. Yeah. Oodles. Fucking up my fake town, asshole. Shoot a grenade at me. Have it back. How about another?
slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Where would the dump be?
Few times that you feel like there's a
What'd
piece
she
of
say?
you missing. Can we talk about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this.
Actually, if we're gonna re-listen to it, I'm just gonna leave. Whoop. Pick up this. Not read it yet. Oh. Is that a recreation of the dump, or is that just the dump?
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Oh. Yeah. I'll take an ordinary dump. Yeah, right. Me taking ordinary dumps? Gosh, it's so easy to miss these things. There's so many of them. Usually in games you kind of have a feeling like, oh, there's probably a collectible. It's been a little while since I got one, but this game is just constant. I guess Quantum Break was kind of that way too. I'm home. Right?
Love you.
Thanks. I'm gonna put this on now,
You mentioned
and then
a
eat.
poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes.
Whoops.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse.
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, You know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
They brought the whole dump here, Hannah.
Hey, ow, fuck.
Yep, she was pretty impressed. I'll get to something I can listen to or watch and continue eating. Oh, you're going to get your food? You could have said that. Oh, well, I guess I'm just fighting anyway. What the hell? A lot of enemies. Really? These guys are respawning too? I guess I can run by now, hopefully? Yep.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable. Come down. Oh my god. Stop flying.
guy's annoying. What the fuck is it even doing? Not sure where my shots were going there. Where are they going? No, nothing's being thrown. Finally.
We should check that lab.
Fuck that guy. Yep. Just looking for things like this. But
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Dimensional research. Am I supposed to know where that is? I guess it'll be marked, right? But I can't really zoom out on the map. Do shit on the map. Check here. be cool. Research. Okay, so it's a new department in the research. I'm gonna go to Central Executive real quick. Change my outfit. Something probably worse. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen her. Woo, now I look like a crazy person.
Hey.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
So, like Central Research, probably the closest. Now I've just got to look for security level 6 doors, probably. I don't think I need to go in there. What? Oh no! What the hell? I've never been in here. A bunch of stuff.
Questions recently
Jesus, this room had a ton of things.
Ah! Come downstairs.
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it was just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately.
Oh, okay, we saw this.
I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research. I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you and asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department, more breakthroughs, more tangible data, more useful research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can completely see which department is more deserving of a budget increase, just to think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malts, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Then was found in the penthouse suite at blank Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. See case. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including blank and his item. And this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's the reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire to some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. The Bureau spent years studying why objects of power transport users to the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that the potential receptacle determined by the Jungian archetypes of the collective subconscious would be inhabited by the paranatural energies when AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over the time, a link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Object of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane. Objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed and the two were likely solely through all objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the blank, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. He supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very blank of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank but had a connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon, the hotline, will result in grievous harm or even death, if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume the involvement by the blank is natural fact and not something more blank? Or resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened the door to a blank I've called blank. The blank emits a force that's beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. If resonance the key element in altered phenomenon? AWE's altered items, objects of power, do they share a common blank that we've yet to discover? We harmonize control points What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file blank for full report. Wait. Hotline. These just fucking show up randomly, it seems like. What? Weird. Alright, you still out here? Yup. With the big... Oh, there he is. What the hell's that noise? Jesus. No. Get. Ugh. What the fuck just hit me? Oh, what the hell? Fuck did you even come from, asshole? We'll be done. Jeebus. Metal detector.
Constantly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Rose, contact the janitor if you need to get through.
Broken. How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Audie.
Oh. Oh, okay. What? I don't think that one was supposed to happen. I think they're supposed to flicker as you look around the room, but they aren't supposed to do it visibly. But I was turning too fast. Is there a branching path that I'm not noticing? Okay. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. I see. I'm not supposed to find Ahti in the maze. I'm supposed to go somewhere else. Because he's the only way to get through the maze. That was kind of misleading. Don't know. What floor was the janitor's office on? It's so unclear. Maybe ventilation. It was pretty early. Maybe. The fuck, people? Oh, get a good one. Not do as much damage as I'd expected.
I should find the others.
Where's the janitor?
No, Ahti. Where is he?
Now this boy left, said the son of Annikki Tähti. My assistant will keep work in the glove and the house standing. Lomille lomps, holiday humps.
How can anyone even get out of here while the building's sealed? Let alone go on a holiday.
Oh, these are fucking missions? Whatever. Let's grab them, and if I accidentally do them, then whatever. No. Guess we'll go to the vacation. It went away. Where'd it go? What the hell? Guess I'll go. I don't know, maybe another one will appear. What are you doing? You guys are just annoying. Woo!
That is not even close.
There it is. Yes. You look like a child, yeah.
You're the son. Well, you clearly must want to go to land.
Put on your ears! Why aren't we allowed to burn outdated paperwork on it? Seems like a waste of a perfectly good fire. I'm just trying to save a few bucks and a lot of sweat. Usually a lot of people in suits appreciate that, right? What is the furnace even heating and who's in charge of it anyway? A little bit. It's always lit, but I never see anyone tending it. And the noise it makes isn't a little, I don't know, off. I mean, I can't be the only one that hears a weird wheezing or whatever it is. Someone should take a look at that thing. Might be time for a replacement. What was in here? Artie's cabin. Have I not been here?
Mold's gotten in here too? Alright.
Yeah.
Let's get cleaning. He said, cocking her gun.
With each other. Kill them all. Who's what? Oh, hello. Who's shooting over there? What the fuck is that? Hello, there we go. Why? Something over there shoots a lot. Oh my. It's like it's coming from the middle area, though. Oh, it is. Oops. Ooh! Ooh! What in God's name is hitting me? Holy shit, they home? All of them. She ripped her pants.
Oh.
We put in this purple blue light.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super earlier. Oh.
Eteläosa 6–10 metriä sekunnissa. Yöllä tuuli väliaikaisesti tyyntyy. Hyvä näkymys.
Self-serving vending machine for all your needs. Vending machine company. Official vending machine company.
Sää rannikkoasemilla tänään kello 11. Kotka rankki 16 astetta.
What is she doing?
Utua. Näkyvyys yli 20 kilometriä. Kalvoida Grund 15. Selkeää yli 20.
Oh.
18.
Occupied.
Eteläkaakko 4. Utua yli 20.
Your asshole.
Selkeää yli 20. Hailuoto, tuuli mitattu Mannerille, 16. Kaakko 4, melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Ja Kemi, yhden tiedot puuttuvat edelleen. Ja vielä meriveden korkeus. Tänään
How many radios?
Kemi, -20. Oulu, -15. Pietarsaari, -16. Vaasa, -25. Mäntyluoto, -20. Turku, -22. Hanko, -16. Helsinki, -18. Ja Kotka, -27.
Or
Tähän tämä säätiedotus päättyy. Sitten säätiedotus merenkulkijoille.
Why am I here? This is the Blackrock Quarry. A small team was dispatched to possible AWD in progress at Blank, Albany. In the scene, the team encountered and retrieved AI-63. Bureau discovered numerous online message boards regarding loud noise coming from an abandoned shipping warehouse belonging to the Blank Corporation. Local law enforcement had discovered numerous bodies in various states of mutilation in the vicinity. This, along with the noises, were considered to be evidence of a werewolf due to the fact that they only occurred during the last 3 full moons. Field Agent Blank, accompanied by a squad of ranger trainees to the site of the form of field training. The likelihood of genuine AWE was considered low. Despite the evaluation, the team encountered highly volatile altered item, which they successfully retrieved. We don't know. Okay. They're just out here because you could see the stars.
Bitch, you put that outside.
This is outside.
Okay, but it's not.
I think that was music. Cable cart control. That guy looked fucking normal. On arrival, squad broke into warehouse and discovered boxes of undelivered merchandise abandoned by the previous owner of the warehouse. As they investigated the noise, Blank alongside of the building caused it to collapse inward. Wooden crates, an accelerated physical Blank from Blank rendered Field Agent Blank and 2 trainees unconscious. The others escaped the warehouse before it collapsed entirely. In the rubble, they found AI-63 and the origin of the Blank, attracting and repelling debris. To guard around the item until the moon set, at which point the altered effects ceased. They returned the item to the Bureau without further incident. No fatalities occurred. Collapse of the warehouse was not witnessed by civilians, and thus no re-informing by the communications department was required. I think that's health that I don't have room for. Oh. What? Are you serious? I think I just died from falling damage, even though I can fucking fly. You can't let the fandom of anything ruin anything for you, because it's always a select number of individuals anyway. Oh, that was explosive. What is this? Why are there so many fucking shielded powerful enemies? With explosives. God, this is a lot of enemies. Jesus Christ, what is this? This is so many fucking enemies. I think they can. I think it's just a lot of enemies. Also, this weapon fucking blows. Keep it under control, I guess. You gotta go. That's funny. Jesus Christ. Well, that was stupid.
Aika särkyy ikuisuuteen.
Are you? Doesn't sound like we're over it. Supposed to be able to click this? It's not.
There's something up ahead.
Oh shit.
Do you see it?
Hey, girl. For a fin. Holidays home.
Ahti?
Did you miss me? Did you have peace in your song? Yes. No. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The janitor always has the keys.
Ah! I'm getting enough health. Also, the guns still suck. Just gotta focus on throwing shit. Melee sucks too, it just misses most of the time. Jesus, what the fuck? Oh, that takes all of your fucking energy? Holy shit, that sucks. Oh my fucking god. You die so fast in this game. Yeah. Jeez, and you start all the way back here every fucking time. I guess I'm getting a shortcut? Okay. So it seems like the stomp ability that I have is pretty much useless since it leaves me without power, which is my main way of breaking shields and, you know, hurting things. It's because they changed their users shit, their agreement. They changed their user agreement so DeviantArt holds the right to everybody's art that's uploaded to their website. But I'm pretty sure everybody does do that, but people like to be mad. Okay. There is a janitor outfit, but I don't think it's from this. No! What the fuck? This part's pretty dope, Matt.
Awesome.
Alright.
Projector. The expedition into Slidescape 36. What Darling brought back changed everything.
Alright. Has anyone else seen that janitor mopping up around here? Isn't this a restricted area? Who gave him permission to come here? How the fuck did he get through the maze? Maybe it's the old god that those dudes in the Alan Wake knew about. Yeah, the two metalheads?
Oh yeah, the old dudes, like Odin and... Oh yeah! Yeah, this weird guy.
I don't know what I picked up here.
What's the name of you? Yeah, I think.
We used the slide projector. I led the expeditions into Slidescape 36. They told me not to go. The director should not put himself in danger. I told them to fuck off. I've seen action before, and I had to witness this myself. To find some meaning in all of this, I couldn't sit on my ass, alone with my thoughts, my memories. Anything but that. Those who survived were deeply affected by what we found there, by what Darling brought back. It changed everything. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. But I did find my meaning in that desert. A sound, like a needle drilling in, cutting through the containment suit, reverberating in the base of my skull. My whole being. Darling said it was nothing, but he was wrong. It's been there ever since, growing into a certainty, into an understanding of what's at stake here, what kind of a threat we're facing, and what must be done to stop it.
So many.
Yeah, you want me here. Finding the projector was how this all began. What started in Ordinary ends here. You, me, Dylan. We've all come full circle.
These weird speaker soundproof rooms. Years? Fuck that.
There was a doorway here, to where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you. The Bureau opened the same door here, but there's just an echo now. Are you close? Just on the other side? Projector's not here. Moved again. What did Darling do with it? I've got to find out.
Into another dimension. Only one slide remains. Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before we could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen, and the number 36. The topography of Slidescape 36 bears deep wave marks. On the slide and in the distance, there's a formation of 5 pillars like crude, outstretched fingers. There were casualties on our first expedition. Communication is an issue. There is no sound there, as if you've gone deaf. And radios don't work. Correction, resonance from an unknown source in part within the range of audible frequency. It acts in unpredictable ways, causing feedback loops that can tear you apart. Trench insists he heard something else. It made his ears bleed. Our equipment found no evidence of anything beyond the primary resonance. Trench's medical tests showed nothing amiss.
Hedron and Hedron resistance are arguably the greatest assets the Bureau's ever possessed. The security of Hedron is unspeakably vital, which is why we have blank from the majority of the Bureau employees. Report details the containment procedures required for the Hedron containment chamber, including details of the blank being pumped to the containment cell, mechanical upkeep of the resonant siphons, the arrangement of the acoustic pillars to dampen or amplify the sonic range of the chamber. Slide projector only works with slide 36. Logically, this means the slide itself is part of the objective power or a distinct altered item. But of course, I had to make sure no other slides worked. I had to try. Thought maybe emotion had something to do with the connection, history, love, about my parents' old slides, birthday parties, vacations, Niagara Falls, first day of high school, that kind of thing. There were 2 boxes worth. I had to dig around the garage for an hour to find them. Never once thought of looking at them since they passed. Tried them all. Waited until all the staff left tonight. Stayed up at that booth for hours, trying every word. Off, slide out, slide in, projector on. Nothing happens. Love wasn't the common factor. There's no correlation that I can see. Maybe the slide itself is the object of power. Maybe the projector is just an accessory. Maybe it doesn't matter. Why'd that fucking kid have to burn the other slides? Oh.
Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape.
Hedron.
We built a
Was
container
that
for it.
you? Did he bring you here? Is that why you brought me here? You're here. You're here. They have you. I know you. I remember from Ordinary. I thought I'd never see you again. Hang on, I'm coming.
Right way.
Through here? You are clearly so strong. Darling used this HRA to lock the door. I have to rip it off to get in. Are you sure? Okay, I'll be there.
This seems iffy.
Hi. I made it.
Not Mother was something else.
The hole in your room is a hole in you. You gave me, we let you into the hole in you! You have always been here. The only child. A copy. A copy. A copy.
No. Why did you... This was a mistake.
What things? What? Should probably make more things spawn.
Wait from her!
Yeah. Woo! Why couldn't I grab that? I think I went fucking flying. Who built this chamber? Why is it like this?
Harley!
What am I stuck on? He's only got the one gun.
Why are there so many? Go to hell! So much.
Enough of these annoying fuckers. With way too much health. Ow. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's supposed to be some secret to killing these ones, because they have, like, an insane amount of health. It's so weird to me that this game is both, like, really good gameplay, but really shitty gameplay. Holy shit, I'm so far back.
What the fuck? All of that over again?
Well, hopefully, I don't have to do every step of it again. Okay, yeah, it's just the last one. Oh no, it's not. Well, let me see. Why do they all have rocket launchers? I'll finish this tomorrow once I get cheats working. This game has like 3 out of 10 combat. And it's like 95% of the game. Yeah, you know, Quantum Break and Alan Wake were a lot better than this.